Hi, I am going to show you my contact book. It's nothing fancy, it's just a basic 3-ring binder. I think it's 1.5 inches. And then I've got a couple different dividers in here if you can see them. And I've created a basic contact template sheet. Every person that I come in contact with gets their own sheet. I don't know if you can read this, but it's got just their basic information, you know, their name, their email address, phone number, address, and just every time that I make contact with them, I add to the sheet. The more that I learn about them, you know, their goals, and you know, if they have already tried Beachbody programs, whatever, I make sure to write down the date and what we talked about. So that way in a couple of months I can flip through this book and be like, oh yeah, I haven't talked to so-and-so for a couple of months. I'm going to see how she's doing because she said that she was running a marathon on such and such a date, or that she was trying to lose 5 pounds. I'm going to see how she's doing. And from my experience, you totally blow their minds because you actually, you remember them. I mean, you took the time out of your day to send them an email and you thought about them. You actually care about them. So, you know, this system works really, really well for me. I'm sure that maybe there's some kind of application or computer program that lets you keep track of contacts in a very similar way, but I'm very hands-on and I'm not very computer savvy, so you know, like I said, this works well for me. So anyway, moving on, my first tab, I keep track of whatever current challenge group I have going. I keep track of all of their information and their goals. And then my next tab is I've got one big challenge group that all of my challenge groups, you know, graduate to. I think there's over 50 some people in there now. But I keep track of all of their information and I flip through there every once in a while. You know, sometimes you have those stars in the group that are super motivating to other people, and you know, they could make good potential coaches. Or I can look through here and be like, oh yeah, she's been on Shakeology now for however long, you know, maybe they don't know about the coach option. So that's helpful. My next tab, I have my coach tab that I keep track of all my coaches, you know, what date they signed up, their personal goals, and maybe what programs they've tried and just how they're doing as a coach and what their business is like. My next tab is my Team Beachbody tab. All of these people are people pretty much that I've met through my Facebook page, and they've only signed up for the free membership or have only gotten the paid membership. They haven't purchased a program or they haven't gotten Shakeology. I like this tab. I like to flip through this tab when I feel like I'm kind of stuck, like I haven't made any contacts recently or I haven't made any sales. You know, just look through here and be like, oh yeah, I remember talking to her and she was kind of interested in such and such program. You know, I'm going to reach out to her and talk to her more about it again. My next tab is my CLP, my customer lead program. When you're Emerald and you get your free customers every week, I keep track of all of their information here and whether or not I hear back from them. Unfortunately, most of them I don't hear back from, which kind of stinks, but I don't know. I flip through here every once in a while and try to resend emails just to check in how they're doing, and then of course I send them my weekly, you know, whatever, my weekly email that I send to all my customers. My next tab is my Shakeology tab, just my people that are on Shakeology HD, and I really like these tab because most of these people turn into coaches. You know, because I can look through here and be like, oh, she's been on Shakeology for 6 months, I'm going to let her know about the coach option. And last but not least, my lead tab. These are people that I have just been in contact with for, you know, a couple weeks, couple months, whatever, and they haven't been convinced to try Shakeology or a program or become a coach. And so I just keep track of, you know, when the last time we talked and what we talked about and maybe what they're interested in and what their goals are and whatnot, and flip through here every couple of months to see who I haven't talked to in a while and just send them an email to say hello. And again, you know, just the fact that you keep in touch with them on that regular basis really, really makes a difference. And I mean, most of my leads eventually do become customers and do become, they do join my challenge groups or they become coaches. So, you know, that time and that effort definitely pays off. This book is like my Beachbody Bible. So my book has gotten kind of big and clunky to carry around with me everywhere, especially at work. I work evenings, and so I have a lot of downtime at night where I can do my emails. So instead of carrying this book with me everywhere, I've got a tiny little notebook, and it's pretty awesome. It's got a little zipper in the front, so I can keep my contact list in. I just make a weekly contact list. It's just got a list of a bunch of names that I've people that I've reached out to this week, and a little tidbit, you know, what they're interested in, if I talk to them about Shakeology, or if they were interested in a challenge group, or you know, whatever, and then I cross them out when they get added to the book. So this is what works for me, and if you're kind of an organizational, hands-on person like I am, you know, maybe this will work for you too. But I just wanted to share how I keep track, and hope this benefits you. Thanks.